girls, Alexia here at AMI Clubwear, and today we're going to be doing a second part of our video on beauty questions and answers. We have some interesting questions that were asked by our viewers, so stay tuned and we'll hopefully educate you and fill you in. When it comes to lining the inner rim of your eyes, also known as the waterline, you want to use a product that's going to be safe for that portion of your eye. A lot of experts don't even recommend that you put any kind of cosmetics in that area, but if you insist, try to go for things that are marked for the waterline. Also make sure that every time that you use it, you sharpen it beforehand or even after you use it so that you have a fresh liner when you come back to use it. So that way you're not breeding bacteria, transmitting infection, because sometimes you don't know if you have an infection breeding, and if there's bacteria on your liner, guess what? You're putting it right back into your eye. Who knows? You could even maybe get pink eye. Oh, what an awful infection. Probably everyone had that as a kid. No good. Also, if you're going to be using one of those gel type liners that's in the pot, make sure that your brush is completely clean, or use a kind of scoop to scrape out a little bit of product onto a sanitized surface, or maybe even the back of your clean hand, and then just kind of get the product from there and apply it. That way you're not dipping your dirty brush into the pot and getting it all full of bacteria. It's also important to remember that it's not good to be sharing any kind of liners, mascaras, or anything that comes in direct contact with the wet part of your eye with your friends. When it comes to tweezers, it's okay to use the same tweezers that you maybe pull a splinter out of your skin to tweeze eyebrow hairs or whatever have you. Just keep in mind that anything that you're pulling out of your skin most likely has bacteria or fungus on it, especially if it's an organic material like wood. So definitely sanitize afterwards or before you're going to actually use it in another area. So a good way to do that is to actually place it in boiling water for a few minutes. That's only if it's pure metal. Or you can use something like a really strong 91% isopropyl alcohol. Mistake a lot of people do is they leave sunscreen or a lip balm with SPF in their glove compartment or in their car or in a hot beach bag. Try to keep it as cool as you can, because when sunscreen gets hot, it actually degrades, and then what ends up happening is you're putting something on your skin that's more like a moisturizer than a sunscreen. So definitely keep that in mind. Also, if you leave a lip balm or lipstick in your car, it's gonna melt. Please, let's have some common sense. When it comes to using creams and body lotions and butters in the shower, it's important to keep the lid tightly closed and preferably out of direct contact with the stream of water, especially if it's falling right off your body. Maybe if you have the product container on the floor, it's just getting all kinds of fun stuff. So definitely keep it in a clean area. After your shower, make sure that you're opening the curtain or the door so that there's ventilation going through and drying out the shower. And be sure to use the product within 6 to 8 weeks, because that's about how long you have before bacteria, fungus, and other organisms can start growing in it, especially if it's an organic substance. Experts say that it's okay to mix your face moisturizer with a retinol or retinoid product, as long as you're doing it right in your hand and applying it straight to your face. It's not a good idea to mix your sunscreen with anything else though, because all that's going to do is dilute the SPF and you're not going to get the protection that you're expecting. Also important to remember, never mix anything that has alpha hydroxy acids like glycolic acid or salicylic acid with retinol, vitamin C, or hydroquinone, because the acids will actually break down those products and you're not going to get the effectiveness of those actives. Also, by doing so, you could also potentially create a really bad rash or burn. You don't want that. When it comes to applying makeup while you're transporting yourself to work or wherever you're going, especially if you're using public transportation, you definitely want to make sure that you're using clean or sanitized hands Also, make sure that your brushes, sponges, applicators, they're all clean, because you know, thousands of people touch these surfaces and you have no idea what's on their hands, and you don't want to put that anywhere near your makeup or your face. Also, keep in mind that a lot of public transportation vehicles can actually come to a sudden stop, and you run a risk of actually poking an eye out. Very scary. So keep that in mind. Try to limit your eye activity while you're traveling. Try to just take care of that at home, and if you insist on saving time by doing your makeup on the train or bus or whatever, just make sure that you're kind of dealing more with like the broader areas of your face where it's going to be much safer for you. Thanks again, girls, for watching this video, and we really hope that you're enjoying this series. If you have any other questions or concerns, go ahead and leave them in the box below. Please comment, rate, thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time. Love you guys.